Okay, I'm going to get right into it. Pricing your spray tan services. So specifically your spray tan. So how this comes about is for the aspiring spray tan artists that have just taken a course or two, and during the course they probably hear from the teachers to see what's going on in your neighborhood, see what you feel comfortable with charging, blah blah blah. Okay, that doesn't work. It's not business. That's not a business way of coming up with a pricing structure that's going to make you happy and people coming to purchase from you, whether it be a service or product or so on and so forth. You can't just throw spaghetti at the wall and guess at a price and go, ooh, let's go with that. I don't think anybody else would do differently. Okay, so one of the things that I will ask is, if you are very new to the business, to the spray tan business, you've just had your school, and in 2 weeks you're going to get your product and you're going to start getting out there. So you want to start getting clients like right now, because that's what you were told during your school, like go try to get clients. And what I'm going to say is get your technique in line. That is the most important thing, is for your technique to be in line, because you don't want to come up with a pricing strategy that's going to make you happy when you're going to be giving not so great spray tans because you're just new out of school. Okay, so what I would suggest to you is put it out on a platform, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or email. Yes, start collecting emails right now, today. Okay. So start off and just say, hey, I'm so excited. I'm new to the spray tan industry, giving spray tans. I'm so excited. I've taken my course, blah, blah, blah. You say what you need to say. But you're basically going to say something like, I need 10 to 20, you decide, different body shapes to practice on. And in order to hold the spot so that you're actually going to show up and to pay a little bit of my product so it's not totally wasted, I'm going to charge only $30 or $40 or $20. You decide, you do you. But during your first promotion, you're going to tell your friends and family and everybody out there what you're doing. You're excited. Your technique is down pat, but you just want to get some more in there. And to build your technique to where you want it to be, you are looking for some bodies to spray tan. And to hold the appointment, it's going to be X amount of dollars. Don't go wild with like $50, $60, or $10, because people won't show up for $10. If the weather is a little bit bad or if it's raining out, they'll just go, oh, it's just $10. So try to make it that they will show up. For sure, send everyone, get everybody's email. Perfect. Send them instructions, pre and post care instructions, and exactly what you're going to do, and whether it's going to be at your studio or whether it's going to be in their home. That's what's going to happen. Now, once you have your technique killing it and you're happy and there's no problems whatsoever, there's no dark knuckles, dark ugly hands and feet, and your spray tan is good, then you can start figuring out your pricing strategy. And you should always be thinking of your pricing strategy even before starting your course. It should be in the back of your mind. But you need to be able to be happy with the price that you charge. You do not want to charge a price and every day go to work going, oh my God, I'm doing another free tan basically, and not even getting pictures from this person and blah, 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 so on and so forth. The price has to make you happy. Whether 10 people come in or one person comes in, whether you're going to have this mobile or studio, most, I'll say, start off with mobile and soon move to studio, which is amazing, and congratulations to everyone that has done that so far. So your mobile, you want to make sure that you're going to be happy lugging all your equipment to the mobile appointment, up the stairs, right? Or it's just not going to be a great experience when you're there, because you're going to be going, oh, all this for $40. Oh my God, oh my God. You know, it has to really resonate for you and you have to come to a point where, yeah, that's the price. That's it. When you come to that price, always remember, if somebody's asking about price, you don't need to explain yourself. What is great is if you show value, because value sells. Value sells. If I had a cheap burger for $2 and it tasted like cardboard, you know, I'm going to pay the extra and get a good burger. We don't mind paying for quality, right? So you have to think about calculating your spray tan. Now, I'm going to put this in a breakdown and I'm going to put it on my Stan Store as a freebie for you to refer back to. I don't want to sit here and give you cost per tan, cost per this, cost per this. It's something you have to calculate in your mind of what you're going to offer to the client. I would highly, highly suggest that you treat this as a luxury experience, because the solutions are luxury solutions. I don't know any that are crappy solutions. Like, that's the one thing that you can get from the spray tan industry, is whether you like the solutions or not, or they work for you or they don't for your clients, they are luxury solutions, luxury ingredients inside with the client's best interest at heart. That's it. I don't know any cheap, I don't know any. I don't know any. That would be terrible. Oh, except for some on TikTok, I believe, that I seen people getting into baths made out of tea, so they darken their skin, but I don't think that that's true at all. That's not a luxury solution. The luxury solutions are, for me, I use Nuda. I'm in Canada. Nuda is sold in Canada and globally. I'm going to say globally, but I could be wrong on that. But definitely US. And I just love them. Their customer service is amazing. Their products are amazing. The colors that come out to my clients are amazing. Everything is great. So I use them because in Canada, there's not a lot of solution companies. Most of them are in, let's say, California, Australia, UK, and if I'm getting something from there, then I'm paying the duty, the dollar exchange, and it doesn't make it feasible to charge you all that extra stuff. So that's why my heart is with Nuda. And if you see me, I'm usually talking about Nuda, but I can talk about other brands as well. If you ask me, put it in the DMs. I can find out from their customer service questions that you ask, or I might have used them along the way. So calculating your cost per client, what we're told in the schools is it's basically for a large bottle, you're going to get so many tans, and it might be about $3 or $4 a tan. So you're thinking in your head, oh my God, I'm going to be raking in the money. If I buy a solution and it only costs about $3 or $4 per person, whoa, and I charge $100, like, whoa, what? No, that's crazy. Don't think that. Please don't think that. They will give you a yield of so many tans. This would be the price, but you don't know. Right now, you're still in technique mode where you're finding your comfort zone. In the schools, they will tell you about 50 mil per client, add a little bit more because you need that air intake. But you know what? You might get a client, like a male, that's 6 foot tall. So you're going to be using a lot more product on that person, so on and so forth. So use that only as a judge. So you always want to use, or I'm going to suggest, if you're going to have a luxury service, you want the setting powder afterwards. With Nuda, I don't need the setting powder. It dries fast. It doesn't have a odd scent, horrible scent, but my clients love, excuse me, I'm from Canada and it's pneumonia season. So setting powder, everybody loves. They just love it. I've seen some faces dropped where when I go, oh my God, I forgot my setting powder. And the face drops, and then I go, no, I found it. And they're happy again. So they love it. They loved. Please use setting powder that is formulated from a company. Please do not make your own with cocoa powder. Cocoa is for cooking, baking, cooking. See, I don't cook or bake. It's for baking. Leave it to the bakers. Ugh. And to use the sparkle, what do they call it? That sparkle in the US, mica. Yeah, it's not in Canada. It's in the US. They send little children deep because they're small enough to get out that sparkle. So think about that when you're buying mica. Sparkles? Okay. The bad thing is, though, the child's not making any money. That's how in a third world country they'll make money. But it's awful that they're sending them in to mines to getting out this mica. Terrible. Okay, I'm going on and on and on. So we'll stop there. All right. You have barrier cream. You want to always have barrier cream for the dry areas. You can cost per client around 50 cents. The setting powder, you could put 50 cents per client. So what I'm getting you to do is to take not just your solution and going, oh my God, whatever I make over and above $3 and $4, that's what I'm going to make. No, you have to take to point the other products that you need for your client. So that's setting powder, that's barrier cream. And you have to factor in your labor cost. You know, you're not free, right? And when you go out there and you make, say, you're only charging $40 for a spray tan, how much of that is going towards your hourly rate? So, for example, if you're worth $50 an hour and it takes you 20 minutes to do a spray tan, that's approximately $16.67 per client. So you can round about that, add that into there. Being mobile, you're going to have gas, maintenance, car maintenance, winter tires, summer tires. And of course, on top of your solutions and product, you have shipping costs. Even put $2 per client, $3 per client. You're going to have or you don't have to have, but you should have eventually a website. Booking site would be optimal. So that way they're not just messaging you on your cell phone day and night and then the boundaries get crossed. You don't want that. So if you can set up a booking site or website or have that done together, that's great. So you got to put that into the cost. Your equipment, oh my God. If you're doing anything at home in studio, so you have your utilities and your costs. So another thing to think, so you're going to think of all the costs related to the spray tan. So it's not just the solution, it's a whole, bunch more, right? For me, every new client, I always give them a goodie bag. So that's a cost factor. Even though you're doing it, I just do it through like dollar store kind of thing. And then, but I will buy nice things, like the eye patches and stuff like that. And I just give it as a gift to every first time client as my appreciation. And I always give them a face water, whatever you want to call it. And it's just easy to make on your own. That's what I do. So I give whatever I have, I throw in the bag, and it's a nice thank you. And everybody appreciates that. So you're going to think of where you are. Location matters. So right now I'm in Ontario. I am close to Barrie. So Barrie would be a hot place. And also downtown Toronto would be the hot place for a higher, and people would expect a spray tan to be higher priced in those areas. You know it. It's like getting your hair done, you know. But if you get your hair done in a little dive town, God knows what your hair is going to turn out to be. So you have to think about that as well. You want to make sure that you're certified. Don't stop at just one school. Try to get as much education as you can. There's spray tan class, which is an accredited, worldwide accredited spray tan course. They're the only ones so far. I have them. I have Nuda. I have about 3 or 4 other different companies that I trained with as well, just getting different vibes from different companies. And it'll pay off in the end because it's education. So what you're doing is you are investing in yourself, and just one course isn't going to do it. So constantly invest in yourself, and whether that's investing in more marketing, and so on, marketing, because you need to market yourself. You need to do that. You need to do that, unless you have a big following. And don't count on your family and friends. Count them out. No, don't even, don't, no, don't, no, and no. They're not going to take you seriously, and they're not going to help. So, but what I want to say is those are some things that are going to help you to come up with your pricing. What I also want you to do is know your competitors. So other spray tan artists out there, say if they're $40 and you know they have a good following, they might have been doing this for a few years. And at $40, that's what they're making, and that's fine for them. And you're new, you come along, $40 is just not going to be a good markup value for you. So remember who you are, know your value as well. That's why I say to get your first 10 to 20 persons as technique. Once you get that down and you're happy with everything, then you go running. So yes, you want to know what your competitors are doing. Doesn't mean you have to do what your competitors are doing. So when I looked into it, there was one competitor that absolutely offered everything. Setting powder, this, but it was all extra. Like even the, hair bands or sticky feet, everything was extra. So you bought the tan, and then if you wanted the setting powder, there's extra. If you wanted a little bit more oomph in the spray tan, that was extra. I never really went for that. I always go for one price, and that's it. And for me, I only do rapids. I don't do regular solutions. It's less problems because they're going to rinse in 5 to 6 hours. It's less problems than regular solutions, and it's less that you have to explain to a client. I mean, you've spent all day in school. You're spending more time trying to figure this out, this out, this out. How do you think your clients are going to feel when you're like, oh, this is a regular and then this is a rapid and you can do this with a... God, please, no. That's far too much information at all. By far. So you always want to showcase your value, for sure. One of the things that I do is I do not discount my spray tans. But what I'll do is I will have a moment where it'll be like a free velour mitt with your spray tan this month, or a free body lotion with your spray tan this month, or a free, if I get some free stuff when I'm purchasing, that's what I'll do instead of discounting the price. I will tell you that people do not like discounted pricing and they see it as cheap. So, for example, will you ever pay full price for a 24 pack of pop? Probably not, because it always goes on sale. So you're going to wait for the sale price. And that's the same with anything. If you discount it here, there, always discounting, oh, I'm having 2 Knee Tuesdays and this, people will just wait for those cheap days. And they will not just go, hey, I have an event, it's 3 days before, I need a spray tan, I need my girl, and I'm gonna hook it up. When they start seeing prices going up and down and up and down, people don't like that, because how can you charge $80 one time and then $40 another time? That's like clothing. It's like clothing. So for me personally, unless I need something like a special dress and I've seen one and it's not on sale and there's only one left, and I either gotta buy it or lose it, I may just purchase it at full price, knowing full well that if I don't buy it and nobody else buys it, in a week or two it's gonna be half price. But that's something that you have to think about when pricing. People do not like to go up and down and up and down and up and down with pricing, or they will wait for the cheap price, or they'll go to the other person with the cheaper price, and then they'll come back to you when your price is cheaper. Just, you know what, you know your value. And when you start to have clients that start asking you questions, and in the beginning they may not ask you, they may just ask you some of the, like, so how long have you been doing this, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. But when after a while, when you're spray tanning them and there's a little bit of a skin problem or something, and you're able to explain and let them know what's going on and not to worry, and this is what you're going to do, your value as really an educator in what you're doing rises. Just like if you're getting your hair done, if I'm getting my hair done and I have a question of what shampoo I should be using to my hairdresser, and I go, should I be using the purple shampoo for blondes? No, and then there's a whole education. But if she didn't know, if my hairdresser didn't know and just went, yeah, it should be okay, and then you have purple hair for like a month, that's not good. Nobody's coming back to you on that. And I'll tell you, when something is bad, people tell everyone. When something is good, they want to keep it a secret. They want you all to themselves. Okay. So I'm going to end that because this has gone on way too long. But my next video is going to be how to change your prices. Yeah. Without a stampede of your clients.